Hello everyone, in this video I wanted to briefly describe how I made a basic set to play the Fire&Sails digital game provided by Saturnalia Studios. I do not have live videos showing each step, but I will be describing the process and the end results in a collection of photos. The ship making process started with Chitubox and an Anycubic photon printer. I angled the hulls around 40 degrees and the sails at 55 degrees to the print bed. At my later prints, I stopped adding supports to the guns and the prints came out much better that way. I ended up printing first-rate Spanish ship Santa Ana from Saturnalia's Patreon release, second-rate HMS Agamemnon, and third-rate HMS Indefatigable, which was from their Kickstarter expansion set. The sails do come out brittle from resin and cannot be superglued if broken, but they can be painted before the resin cures to its final hardness for some level of ductility. I preferred printing the ships from resin. I did not want to wash out the details from FDM printing while trying to cover up layer marks and nozzle marks. I used Edding 5200 permanent spray universal primer for the first coat. Being somewhat impatient, I applied one semi-heavy coating on each side of the ship. One point worth mentioning is taking your time on sanding the sail keyways in order to maintain a good snug fit with the hulls. First, on the hull exteriors I applied yellow paint with a larger brush size. Then brown paint onto the decks with a 0 size brush. Afterwards I applied black paint to the hull details and the guns. Then I applied light brown paint to the ladders and the deck details. I painted the windows with light blue while keeping a wet Q-tip on hand for cleaning up the excess paint for a sharper look. Lastly, I applied a dab of silver paint on the gun tips to pronounce the sheer number of the guns. The most boring aspect of the painting were the sails. It takes 3 to 5 layers of white paint to truly cover the sails. Afterwards, I applied masking tape, which allows for both a sharper look and faster application. Then I apply light brown to the mass and brown to the details. Freshly painted close-up views of Indefatigable, Santa Ana and Agamemnon from left to the right. All used colors are water-soluble acrylic paint. Once the ships were finished, I printed the game pieces with FDM printing, which were released with Saturnalia's original Kickstarter. None of the pieces were painted. The pieces consisted of ship templates, firing and movement templates, compass, and a few scatter islands. The game also needs many D6 dice for the firing roll. At the end, I made up a scenario where 2 British ships were trying to ambush a Spanish ship, which was supposedly carrying gold from Americas to Spain. The shown shot sunk both ships, which taught me to stay away from the broadside of a first-rate ship when playing with lower-rate ships. Thank you for watching. Good luck and have fun with your own builds.